Okay, welcome back to Marvel Midnight Suns Analytics Run. This is episode number 7. This is the 4th fight. We're going to be moving the story forward with some New York City fighting alongside my boy Spider-Man.
That creature's gullet, if not for Spider-Man.
That's right.
Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. They just keep moving too fast.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nothing.
Well, your inflection on that last dactyl was perfect. Perhaps a magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
You know, you really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
I like the caretaker and
Well, more like...
Doctor Strange
Mind if I
interactions.
borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th.
There we
Well,
go.
Between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live, and they're trending.
Hashtag big alien apple.
Not bad.
Thanks. Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
Sadly, I feel like this is the Gen Zs beating the Millennials at the approach to find Spidey.
We need to hurry.
Yeah, we do. Let's go! Okay, who are we bringing with us this time? Well, obviously we get Spider-Man. Okay, cool. He's on board. Who are we going to add to the group? I'm really excited about Spider-Man. There you see that Hunter has Environmentalist. 75% extra damage from Hunter. I don't know if I'm going to manage to remember to do that correctly, so we will find out. And I chose a random number generator and it ended up with the X-Man Magik on the team. And so, watch this intro to the fight. I do love the way this game manages to integrate the third member of the team into these cutscenes. I think it's a really cool aspect of the way they built this, is to have Magik show up in the back a little bit.
You the same thing.
Whoop! Hello.
Jeez, you'd think he'd at least have tennis elbow or something by now.
Spider-Man, we just want the bones.
Same voice actor for Spider-Man as from the Spider-Man games on PlayStation 5. Yuri Lowenthal is just absolutely incredible in the role. I hope I got that name right. I'm a huge fan, and Spider-Man game has been played a lot in our house. This guy's about to get squashed.
I'd seriously
Going for a
consider
flight.
switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the coworkers.
There she is. All right. Okay, so in this first fight, we have to save these little civilians that are stuck under rubble thanks to Venom throwing stuff on the ground. So we have one civilian here, we have one on the other side of the map, and we'll acquire cards that we have to use in order to save the civilian. Secondly, Venom will be throwing stuff onto the field, and when he does so, it'll land and hurt anybody that's inside the circle. Of course, all three of us are standing inside the circle to begin with. However, it's very easy to avoid Venom's attacks, and it's definitely worth avoiding Venom's attacks. So that's something that we should keep in mind. One thing that I want to note is that quicks are really valuable, as I've mentioned before. One achievement we need to work up towards is knocking out 2 people with the same same knockback attack. And I don't do that very often because I find the move economy better to use one knockout of a quick on hitting damage on a second person, because you're not going to get 2 card play refunds from knocking 2 people out. So, okay, this is an important play. Slashing this dude into the electricity box there stuns them. I've highly increased the value of stunning a dude. and I'm looking to make sure that that's a big part of what we do. Unfortunately, I made a massive mistake here because shoving that dude in was worth it to knock this guy out and get the extra damage, but then the stun gets removed because if you hit somebody that's in stun, they come out of stun. So this guy gets a turn after all. I really wish he hadn't. Luckily, the thing that he ends up doing doesn't end up being all that effective, so you'll see in a few minutes that that guy wasn't really all that effective during this fight. I'm actually worried about the specialists. I think they can cause a lot of ruckus. But in this case, actually, now I take it back. He frenzied this officer, and I think that was a plus and a minus. In theory, it should make that officer play more often, but I navigated it very, very effectively here. And you'll see that the officer gets to go in the middle of our turns. But if you play it just right, you don't end up with it being that detrimental. There's Spidey saving the day. That's classic Spider-Man. So here's the frenzy move. So he's going in the middle of our turn now. And he's hitting Spidey with a vulnerable, which is pretty dangerous. And therefore, we went and got the heroism increased. Having two gathers at once isn't really that helpful. That's a pretty simple 18 damage, but doing so lets us smack this thing. And here's a case where I used the environmental attack by Spider-Man so I could move Spider-Man out of the circle. That would have been more effective if it was done by Hunter, but doing that led to Venom knocking out his own teammate. Thanks, bro! Yeah, hail Hydra for knocking yourself out. They didn't even get a turn because the Hydra officer is now going whenever it's our turn instead. So, okay, we saved the two civilians, and mostly we just got to get rid of this officer. We have, I think those are both commandos, so they should be easy to take out. So this guy seems to have a real problem with Spider-Man. That's a lot of damage already on Spider-Man. He's like 3 vulnerable for the next multiple turns. That quick attack worked really nicely, pushing the officer into the commando. Gonna have to get our girl out of the circle here, but instead what we're gonna do is move these two dudes inside the circle. Very perfect positioning by Magik. I thought this is fantastic. Now this officer is inside the circle. We can give him a bind right now, right before his turn, because then he frenzies, and the bind means that he doesn't get his turn. It's basically a stun, and then Venom will finish the job. Bam! Oh, not quite. We gotta put one more hurt on the guy.
You are not ready for me.
Oh, that gives us time to add this health. Yes, this heal, very strategically timed. Gives us, it was wise to do it right before, and then we can heal here as well. And I think we have one more card play before the officer goes. Yep, and that'll be good because we can forcefully knock back this guy into a bunch of newspaper boxes. Blammo!
Nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
Whoa. She deals with some dangerous stuff over there in Limbo. So that was games to Venom until then. He was playing games. He's like, this is a fun game, I'll play football with you guys. Footballs are these air conditioning units. Whoa, hot dog cart.
But we hope you try.
We got him, no problem. So okay, this one we just gotta knock out Venom. But this time Fallen Venom is gonna have 2 full health bars, which is something they do not explain to you before the fight begins. So be prepared. He is gonna get 2 full health bars. You knock him out, he's gonna be called downed, and then on the next turn he regenerates all of his health back to the top. You have to start all over again. So you have to be smart about keeping that aware. This is nice. This knockback will give the damage to Venom and knock out a guy, therefore giving us the quick, the card play refund.
Will make you feel regret.
And then this is nice. Nice big damage whip. Smack that guy over there. He gets 38 damage. Knock out a dude at the same time. And we lose the bind in that case, but we have spider sense, so we could pull some more bind out of...
Once again.
But instead what we're going to do is stun by knocking him into that. Unfortunately, I think we have card plays left. Oh, we'll use the Spidey sense. Now, in this case, the drawing isn't that super necessary, because you always draw it back up to 6 cards, whether you have cards in your hand or not. So those didn't get played. The stun was valuable then. And look, he only gets 5 damage, because his first move was already taken. He would have binded somebody if he had the chance. Now we get 3 more cards. But the other thing was that the fast... Oh, you know what? The fast doesn't stay with Spider-Man over to the next turn, but I still think that that was the right card move, was to pull those 2 cards.
Weak, even for Hydra.
1 quick down. And second quick down. And we've gotten rid of all the reinforcements. Ooh, a level up for Spidey.
I feel pretty good right now.
We're going to draw a couple of Spider-Man cards.
Right, I'm feeling it.
Okay, see, there's the fast, actually. So we did have fast, and so we're going to redraw that. We don't need more fast. The knockback is a little bit better. The standard attack is pretty good. He gets symbiote skin out of it. It means we can't, we oughtn't melee attack him this turn. The bound is basically a stun. He's going to use one of his turns to become unbound. He gets 2 turns per fight. Yo, that's the second time that Venom picked up Hunter and threw them into a box and caused a bunch of damage. That happened the first time we saw him in the original fight of this run.
And they spoil the meat.
This just barely is too far apart. I think they did that on purpose.
Like this? I wouldn't take it personally. Eddie always gets extra grumpy when he's hungry.
Here's one.
Bad. You should see Jameson if he doesn't get his morning bacon.
And that will be our second KO into another KO, which is going towards our achievement of doing that 25 times. Okay, so now we're going to try to kind of coax Venom into going to the other side of the map via this gather, because there's a bunch of environmental stuff over there that we want to use. Oh, a nice level up for Magik. Now we can smack him with this box of newspapers. Bonk, right off the top of his head.
Life will carry you onward.
And we will heal self.
This shall be of great help.
And then we'll knock back this dude. The positioning isn't great, but that knockback KOs him into a downed. He's going to recover no matter what, so stunning him on that turn wasn't worth it. So good to...
Not puny soldiers. We will never stop.
That's not true. Well, you can see the extra 75% damage from Hunter's environmental attacks. Oop, this guy's hanging out here by himself. So we're going to open a portal here towards the electricity box. And then knock back Venom into the electricity box. We gain our stun. We don't need another portal. We need a quick. There it was. What a great redraw. That redraw deserves some credit.
Now that was something.
We got the quick, which means we got another card play refund. And now we're gonna use a vault to get rid of this guy. It's a little expensive to do that to a random dude, but better that than nothing. And then here, it's debatable if this was a good idea, given the fact that we already stunned the guy. I maybe should have done the whole thing in a different order, but we wanted all that extra damage, and the card play was worth it. He's going to get 1 turn no matter what, and we're going to get a lot of bonus out of forcefully knockbacking him through a trash can into the wall with Magik. I mean, just all this damage is absolutely worth it. didn't notice that newspaper standing there before. I think we can use those newspapers. There we go. Hunter with an extra 7 on the damage. This guy's, unfortunately, is going to get another turn. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not enough. Binding the Hunter for 1 turn. Not really worth it. And a quick little spiky spike against Spidey. I don't even know what that is, really. Man, these guys are done. Why did these guys even show up?
We can taste it. A sweet marinade for the feast that is about to come.
Oh, sorry, Eddie.
Wow.
Think you're just picking up a whiff of garlic from DeCarlo's. Tell you what, call off this ending the world thing.
See, here was a case of where I could have got the achievement by having an extra knockback. But it felt better to shove this guy into this guy. I probably should have done the 2 KO attack right there. Oh well. And this is a perfect ending. Double chain strike. 1 knockout. Bam! And the last one. And Spidey gets the win over Venom. Absolutely crushed him. That's gotta be 3 stars.
Mother strength is eternal. We are eternal.
So this cutscene gets a little loud, I think.
He fights like a damned Wendigo. Unstoppable.
Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying.
Spidey's so confident.
Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invader since Thanos.
Take that, Thanos. Little side dig at Thanos. Sorry, this is a little loud, but notice the little nod to Kenshu, Moon Knight in the background. Seems to be some sort of event happening at this museum. See ya! Alright, we'll get this guy back soon. But he's out of here for now.
That was exceptionally loud. Had to get
Oh,
bit
poor
by
guy.
a radioactive spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the
Oh,
kids
because his
tell
name's
me.
Amazing Spider-Man.
I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
Yeah! He's coming with us! Spider-Man's on the team now! Alright, we did it. Give me the 3 stars. Bingo bango, easy. Spider-Man looks great in this cover. Okay, so I'm changing things up for the way that we're doing analytics because this is going to be way, way, way faster for me. So, looking at the performance on this fight, we have Whip as the #1 scoring play of the fight. There was a really cool whip where Hunter whipped into 2 different guys and one of them died. I thought that was a really powerful move. The heal that Hunter had on Spider-Man, though, was the #2 most important thing, because it's worth noting that the damage you take in the first fight goes through into the second fight. So what your health is when you start the second fight is your health. Looks like the most valuable Midnight Sun this round goes to Hunter, and it's kind of not even close. Spider-Man and Magik were pretty even, and both got used 15 times, but Hunter had a much higher average score. I think that comes from the whip being very successful at least 3 times. Very good job by Hunter on those whips. And the heals, don't forget the heal. The healing was very valuable, so I'm going to give the most valuable Midnight Sun to Hunter. As for the baddest baddie, that's kind of an easy one. I don't think anybody else even hardly got a hit off. Mostly it was Venom, and it's mostly, I think most of the damage came from that one chuck of Hunter across the room. And so I guess he put up 98 damage. I guess that's pretty impressive. Overall, I think that the Venom was the most successful by a long shot. I'm really happy the specialist didn't get much play during this fight. So now we're going to talk about the top 10 cards, not the top 10 plays. That first analysis was top 10 plays. This is top 10 cards. And this one is obviously Whip is the strongest performing card. Heal had a really good performance. It's the first time we've had Heal really be valuable. We took a lot of damage this time. And Soul Blast from Magik was pretty strong as well. It had 3 different usages, so I thought that was pretty impressive. I really liked Gather also. Didn't quite get the score that I expected, but pretty good. And Bind also is just basically a stun, and I think that can be really valuable. So for the overall rankings so far, I'm going to say that Hunter has moved into first place and has leveled up 3 times. I've used Hunter the most so far, so it's going to be the case for a while. I'm going to try to keep things random and not always use Hunter all the time on the general missions, but obviously Hunter has to go on the main story mission, so we'll see them near the top. It's good that they're near the top because otherwise this game would kind of suck to have the character you have to take with you all the time be one of your worst characters. So I think Spider-Man deserves a little higher score here, but given that, I mean, I also feel that way about Doctor Strange too. And the fact that Spider-Man's score is so close to Magik's, I'm a little bit surprised by. I thought Spider-Man really crushed it. Top 10 cards, we see Whip way up there near the top. Heal has now moved its way into 4th place. That's pretty impressive. And Magik automatically getting in the top 10 with Soul Blast. 4 usages during this fight is quite a few. Very impressive use. And Chain Strike was also very impressive use. So these folks being on this fight, managing to make it into the top 10 cards is a really good sign. So overall, really, really strong performance from the team. And that's it for this time. So we'll see you next time at the Abby episode.